So I'm down in the lower area now. And I wish I had a way to stabilize this notepad bit, or tablet. But I don't, so you get a shaky ride. Hopefully I don't see any snakes. Not that I freak out when I see snakes, I just don't want to get bit. Oh, there's a millipede. And those are orange, looks like gonna be mushrooms right there. So you come down here, there's lots of holes in the ground. So the water flows underneath. Ah, spiderwebs. So this is the day after. Yeah, that one's drying up already. It was flowing really good yesterday. That one's flowing pretty good. Go down here. My little house is, I don't know if you can see it. I see just a patch of brown. The little house is up there. So I gotta get all of those branches cleared. Oh. We'll see how far down it's going. See, there's some holes with water around here. It rained really well for a couple of days. And we're still flowing in here. Nice. And it's still wet right there. Oh yeah, the muscadine. The giant muscadine doesn't look like it's coming back. It's the one that was up in the trees. I had it marked. But looking down here, it's growing off of one of the main branches. So hopefully I will get some muscadines this year. Most of the plants out here are really small. I've got blackberries, wild raspberries, wild blueberries. See if I can find a wild blueberry that has berries on it down here. Okay, so the creek stopped right there. I'll go down this way. Oh, and this stuff grows everywhere, and I hate it. I don't know if I want to get a weed eater or if I want to get a torch and just burn that stuff, because it grows on the bushes and trees and chokes everything out. Anyhow, this is an area that some old timer had built. Hopefully none of these rocks give way. I guess they were trying to develop it. But the water comes back up down here. I'm thinking if I was going to drive a point, I'd probably do it over there. I don't know if you can see that white spot, but it's pretty far down the hill. And here is one of the wild blueberries. Not getting ripe yet, but they are everywhere out here, which is nice. And different flowers keep coming up. More blueberries. Got these pretty little things coming out. So it's always interesting down here. Oh, spider webs. More spider webs. And oh, you caught up with me, huh, Bindi? How you doing, baby? So this got all soggy and wet, and it's flowing minutely. That last rain. I'm gonna have to put something in because I cut a trail within my property line right here, so I don't have to keep walking over the top of logs. Bindi, that way you gotta step over the log, baby. I see berries. Yay. Flowers. More flowers. This isn't showing the true color. They're a really pretty violet color. There's wild violets that grow all over out here too, but they already bloomed out. And yesterday, I checked this. Oh, the water went down. It was full of water. I think there's a lot of burning and clearing to do. A lot of firewood. I'll just walk all the way around. And it's getting warm. And it's humid. Corn's actually coming up. Tomatoes are doing good. Peppers are good. Squashes look like they're doing good. Everything looks like it's doing okay. Not so sure about the sunflowers. They kind of got slowed down. But hopefully there's none of that grass killer in any of that hay or straw. But this is the area I think is going to end up lawn or orchard next year. I don't know. Probably lawn with the fire pit. My favorite tree. The maple over here. Hey, Carl. You want to be on video, dude? I know you want a girlfriend, huh? He's so bored. Huh. You bored? This is on here because I came out one day and Carl was not in his cage. And I have a hard time lifting this, so I don't know how he got out of the cage, but he did. At one point, he had a nice little run that I made, but let's see if I can zoom in. He was digging a hole back there. So the old, oh, it's the females that dig? Yeah. Carl's a male. So that theory doesn't work too well. Wow, this is really bright. Okay. Chickens are over there. So we did the roundabout. And now that it had rained, and I mean it rained, I can do my dishes. There's water I was hauling. It's filled up. The kiddie pool's filled up. There's the peach tree. My other peach tree. Wow, that sun's getting bright. We're actually have peaches on the peach tree. I was debating on taking them off because this is the first year it's actually in the ground. But, you know, sometimes you just have to wait and see. Muscadine's coming up, weeds coming up. This is a potting station. Ah, that's a little better. I'm going to use this and start throwing weeds in it and make fertilizer. David the Good has some good ideas about compost everything and making fertilizers. I'm going to go over here. Wow. A couple of those cucumbers look really sad. I don't know. I might have to check for vine borers or something. I threw potatoes in the ground just because they went to seed. So I've been clearing this. And then the battery went dead on my chainsaw. But over there you can see that stake, the white top. You look at that stake. Try to ignore the bushes. That's where the house is. That stake is where I'm going to be putting the solar panels, because it seems to get the most sun from 9 in the morning throughout all the afternoon, because the sun is right that way at that angle, and it will go over there. So if it doesn't work, they can be moved, I guess, but I'm really hoping it works. Anyhow, I don't know how I'm going to get through all of these branches and tree trunks and junk that's left over from the logging, but somehow, some way, it'll get done. There's my cooking station. My flowers. And I get hummingbirds out here continuously all day long. and they drain that once a day. So, and when it's all lit up out here at night from the fireflies, it's beautiful. Anyhow, that's it. Gotta get.